Hello, all of you die-hard SimCity 2013 lovers out there. As you can see, this is going to be another city design video. I don't know, what do you think? Are you feeling what the design's going to be this time? Are you able to channel that? Got any ideas? Last time might have been a little bit difficult to find out. This time, I don't know. You might have a hint. In the interests of full disclosure, I am here in a solo region. See? No really other cities here besides the one that I created over there. Pretty much all nice and blank. I would do it in my city showcase region, good old on stage. Unfortunately, when I first had to create this circle, I was experimenting to see how much money it would cost. As a result, I found out how much money I needed, and then I ran out of money because I actually let go of the button, which meant I had none, so I abandoned the city, tried to reclaim it, so I didn't have permission to. It's my region, and apparently in my region, I don't have permission to reclaim my city. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm over here instead. Now, you might instantly notice there's no bonds taken out, but I have a treasury of 100k on top of the 50k that I, placed here. And you might wonder, well, how are you doing that? What cheat are you using in order to get that? Are you in sandbox mode? No, we're not in any of that. Because I know, because some of you wrote in and were kind of annoyed that last time I took out bonds, they thought that was cheating. Well, this time I didn't take out any bonds, as you can see here. No recent transactions, right? No bonds. So what I do? Well, the cars on the road are a hint. What I did was I made a city over here. So I was making about 5,000 an hour. And then I went away from the computer for a bit. I came back and then I bulldozed it all. I kicked them all out of my city. We had enough money to put in our initial road, and all of that without cheating. Awesome. So the question now is, what do I want to do? I now have demand for everything, which is hilarious. More on that later. So I have to decide how I want to build this. Right now, I'm feeling we're going to go back old school because we're not making any money right now. And I can see that. Now, there's a few minor inconsistencies with this road tool. I mean, I made a circle with ye old circle tool, but as you can see, it doesn't actually make a complete circle or a perfect circle. These roads are derped to all, well, let's just say the roads are derpy. As a result, the line that you're going to draw from this is also going to be derpy. So although I did have every intention of making like the perfect circle city, I now realize the game does not know how to draw a curve. So what we do is we get straight lines and then turns and then more straight, and it's just really dumb. But really dumb is pretty much what you can sum up SimCity 2013 with, so no complaining there. Alright, now what I'm thinking about doing here is this. This is gonna hurt so bad, but I'm gonna try to follow the guidelines. That's not anything that I just said. Following the guidelines, oh yeah. I can release that, it's gonna be fine. Hopefully the buildings will help hide the fact that the roads are crap. So right now this is going to be not an avenue ever, so we can draw it in like this, and we can start going from the outside on in. Now, is this a hard thing to build? No, not really. The hardest thing to really work with is this, because you really can't control cough cough, at least you shouldn't be able to control where your highway comes in. So if you wanted this to go straight through your city, probably unlikely that that's going to happen. But for now, let's go ahead and build, let's say, yoink, yoink. The inside, you guys are going to be very unhappy with me for, but that's completely okay, because I actually have a, what the frack is that? Who gave you permission to be there, Mr. Commercial Density? There you go. There you go. Alright, let's put that on, what's really llama, no, turtle speed or something, I don't know. Now we can't get through to the middle. That sounds a bit loud. There we go. So we need a road going through here, probably an Ave. Now, I'm doing it this way for two reasons. Whoa, not that way. I'm essentially creating ye olde curved city for a couple of reasons. One reason is because, I don't know, I've just really been into the idea of creating a completely curved city because you can't do that in SimCity 4, you know? So that's one reason. The other reason... Yeah, I know we need all this. Oh, wow. 1,700 gallons? Wait. There we go. The other reason is because there was a traffic update, right? The traffic in this game is supposed to be smarter. And again, kudos to the guy who spent hours and hours trying to find out how to make adequate traffic in this game. I commend him for doing that, but they just updated it, so your findings are kind of broken. Essentially, before they would use the shortest path, so to prevent them from doing so, as you might know already, you have to do dumb things like cut the road so they stop using it. So they would force people like onto your higher avenue places. Because if I had a road like right here connecting up, and I left this as like a dirt way, the people here would probably swoop around and use the dirt way to get out instead of going over and using the avenue to get out. So you have to do things like make certain that if there's like some kind of connection here for whatever reason, you just like cut the edges off so they can't all use that dirt path, that you force them onto your major roads. Now it's supposed to be able to just figure out which are your major roads, which is faster, and use that. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that that's actually true. Shopping available in what? I assure you there shouldn't be. Do I want to do this? Yeah, why not? Very, very basic, but if I do it that way, we're gonna have people going through here and there. We'll figure out how it works. We'll figure out how that works. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So we've got that, which means the inner, as I'm sure you're already aware, is going to be... I need another circle first. But I think that circle... Nope, that circle's not going to be high density, or not going to be an avenue. It's going to be, you again. Sure. Come on. There we go. Now, do I want to do this and this? I think I do. So let's create another road here. Come on. There we go. And no. I need you. Come on. There we go. Derp, 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 derp. This may wind up looking retarded. And if it does, I apologize to every last one of you for it being stupid. Because one thing about this game is you can create some pretty stupid looking... Yeah, here's my favorite. Oh my god, look at this. You see this? That, unless I'm severely mistaken, looks suspiciously like a sidewalk, right? It kind of looks like a sidewalk. And I like how there's a sidewalk going straight through the thing. There's no break. I haven't forgotten to like take this and put it across. It is there, but there's just a sidewalk instead of a road. I love that. That's one of my favorite features. You can create some really dumb and potentially disastrous intersections, or what looks to be like it'd be disastrous, with that lovely little tool. Oh, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Now, I think I don't like this inner one. That's okay. I think we're not going to do circle, circle, circle. We're going to do circle and then little circle. What do you think? Come on. What? Let's do it again. Pick up speed, pick up speed. Alright, there we go. So right now we're going to put shoppers in the middle of that. Something that you're not supposed to do unless you want traffic problems. If you really want to design a city without traffic problems, you have to put your people in the middle and everything else on the outside. So you have to like force your citizens to go like away, because the game is retarded. But hey, we'll deal with that. Now, I don't intend to actually have any industry in my city, for the most part. I know you need industry to unlock a few things, so I'm going to be putting like a patch of that maybe like in here just to unlock stage developments, but after that, I'm getting rid of it. But right now, I like how this is looking. It's looking really, really stupid. I can tell just from looking at it, and I would imagine a lot of your OCD is probably kicking in and not liking it at all. It's like, that doesn't look like a circle. No, it really doesn't look like a circle, does it? It looks really dumb. I'm going to be playing some SimCity 4 again very soon, just so you all know that that's coming. I don't want to take you by surprise. But it is a thing that is coming back. I won't stop playing SimCity 2013, but I'm afraid that some SimCity 4 is definitely making a return, and you're gonna I have to apologize for that. I think I don't like. I think these should be diagonal roads. I think this is gonna get too. Yeah, this should like flank and flank. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're making money, but we are gonna, for frack's sake, you can't make 8-point avenues in this game, can you? No, of course not. What do you think this is? Cities XL? Cannot have more than 4 roads and intersection point. Why? I don't know, because we can't handle it with our engine. Yeah, if I have this there, then I would have like another no, they'd be dumb again. This would clearly be shorter than this, so they wouldn't actually take it equally. They would all go over and then take that down and around, and still be left with the same problem, so forget it. On the bright side, you can see that no one's really taken this path, right? So that's good. That's good. A few things I want to do right now. Sewage, the wind is going this way. We're going to opt to not care. Sewage is now in this corner. Oops. We're using only curved roads for the most part. Alright, now granted, I realized I made a mistake because my other thing is here. So I actually can't. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. I don't care. I don't care. And we're gonna do. I'll I'll do an actual road, why not? Ah, I forgot. Straight tool. There we go. We'll have that there for now until we decide to put it somewhere else. Because yeah, as you can see, we have like no people in the city right now. And that is completely clogged. Right? So in a city of 4,000 people, because they're all going to where their jobs are in the center, they're all not happy. They're getting clogged on the roads, and it's just not going well. Which is why an 8-point avenue would be very, very nice, but you can't have one in this game, so it's moot. We're not going to have it. There's no point whining about it. So that's all there is for that. And there's probably not a chance that this is actually going to get over here and put out the fire. So what we're going to do preemptively is stop it from spreading. Kill you, kill you. Sorry, your houses are gone. Your house is gone again and again. I can do this all day, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. If traffic is better, then the emergency vehicle should be able to get here. Alright. Apparently this thing is just not bright. Oh, it's now hiring. Okay. Here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. You get a little hat. And a sign. Alright, you don't get a sign. You suck. You're not worth the sign. I apologize. You get a pole. Way to go. I like that you're now hiring, though. May want to hire people a little bit faster there, bro. Under construction. Next to a burning building. You wouldn't do that, would you guys? If you were like out purchasing a house and you saw a house on fire, would you say, I want to build a house right next to him? What do you think? Would you do that? Does that strike you as something that you would do? Alright, now I was originally going to have all of the inside commercial and the outside residential. I'm fairly certain that'll create a traffic nightmare that will make you want to shoot yourself in the face. So, I think we can't do that. So what we're going to do is do it anyway. Isn't that going to be awesome? I have now zoned the entire region. Or the entire city, sorry. And the amount of traffic that is going to go through here should shut this down entirely. I can't wait. What else do we need? We have this. We got that. We don't have trash taken care of yet. I'm feeling really bad that I'm doing this. But we're gonna keep doing it. I mean, that has to be moved over somewhere else. Over onto this side. It has to be. So, tell you what. Let's make ourselves a little note. This has to go over here, where no one of any consequence lives. Oh, for la 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 la. Troll lo 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 lo. Troll lo 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 lo. There we go. Because, yeah, this is going to be a very, very important sector of the city. Sorry about that. That was probably loud. But alright, they're building up. So, at this point, you're probably like, alright, I can get here with my population. I can get like 4,000 people. How do I build up? In fact, actually, I'll take this nice and slow. I'll actually take this nice and slow. Some of you people actually say that you are having trouble once you hit 10, 15, 20,000 people. I'm going to go really, really slow when I hit that and show you how to go beyond it. Probably not in this video, in my next one. Right now we're making the money, people are moving in, and because cheetah speed is still disabled, despite, you know, going to that, that's not actually cheetah speed, this is actually what llama used to be. And here's a nice fix for traffic. If we look at this long enough, you can see they're all making U-turns. Why are they doing that? Because they're reevaluating what the shortest path is every time they hit an intersection, and they've changed their minds. They're like, wait, that's not the quickest way to get to where I want to go. So if I went here and just turned, oh, no, that's not it. I have to go forward and up and around, and then I have to turn because they're trying to get over here. Yeah, look at that. You see that? They're going here, stopping, evaluating this is being bad, then taking this to go over and through into here. So there you go. Essentially, this game completely took EA by, or Maxis, or the developers or whatever, completely by surprise, and they didn't really implement a traffic system at all. Which I could say they did, but they really didn't. Now, I wasn't going to actually make this thing. Oh well, whatever, who cares. Oh, but what do I want to make this thing? Do I want to make this tourist again? Because tourist is the easiest. The only other thing I have in here is coal, and I don't want to put like coal in here. That would look stupid. I mean, I know how to get around it. They don't like living next to it, but I actually could do it. Those of you who saw my City of Suicide Cliffs, I kind of go into that in great detail on how to get around it. Let's take some of the data overlays real quick. See the population map, they are all of course on the outside. The happiness on the other hand, they're moderately okay. Some people over here are mad that we've got injuries, need an ambulance. Okay, they can't, you know, do anything about that right now. Progress toward density sucks because we haven't given them all the stuff that they need yet. Residential is obvious. Waste disposal. Minor risk of fires. Health should be pretty abysmal, especially because we had to have nothing there. No radiation, thankfully. But unfortunately, one of the things that's really annoying is this map. I have been told, and I've seen many, many videos which seem to indicate that air pollution is random in your city. Some people will have like nothing generating pollution here or in their other cities, but they will have random spots of pollution that's not from cars, mind you. They'll just show up here. Like, even if this side was all empty and only this other side was, with the wind going up, this side will generate pollution regardless. Pollution seems to be not a location so much as actually my opinion is pollution is generated by line basis. If I have an industrial or a power plant, coal, whatever, like a horizontal line, then everything on that line will register as a pollution creator, and it'll generate random bits of pollution and it will go upwards. That's my current opinion on how the engine works. Let's see, we've got a lot of money, let's give them some stuff. Now, I could be wrong about that. If I'm wrong about that, okay, I've been wrong before, I will be again. No harm. I vote that you guys go on the outside. No, I mean to click on you. I need a place to work. No, you don't. I've seen the engine. You really don't need a place to work. And commercial doesn't need industry. So, as much as I would like to not call you a lying whore, I kind of think you're a lying whore. I mean, sometimes you just have to do that, right? I mean, I'm sure you've all had that girlfriend who, you know, you didn't want to call her it, but really, what else could you do, right? It wasn't your fault, it's just, you know, true. And once you did, everything worked out well, you know? All fire trucks are responding. They mean that literally, by the way. When they say all fire trucks are responding, they really mean that every fire truck goes to one fire. You know, I thought they were lying about that, but no. They really mean that all fire trucks respond to every fire. It's amazing when you think about it. So because I don't actually trust the engine in this game, I really should make another fire department over here. Sigh. On the bright side, unlike SimCity 4, I can make a circular city, and it'll look okay in the end. In the end, it'll look fine, but it does take a while to build up, that's for sure. And you can see this is completely backed up. Not surprising, this is mainly commercial, so that should be higher. Petition to build the mayor's house approved, and in the next episode I will happily put that in.